But you know who is insane is the entire Republican Party. That's not news to anybody who's paid attention to this program. They are now convinced, or at least they're trying to convince their audience, that Joe Biden tried to assassinate or wanted to assassinate Donald Trump. Now, I had a sense that some in right-wing circles were going to go down this path when I saw Tucker Carlson just randomly bringing up JFK and the assassination plots surrounding that in order to draw some sort of false equivalence to the many questions about who was behind the killing of JFK versus Donald Trump, who is very much still alive, by the way. Like, if this would be really big news if we found out that there was some sort of botched assassination attempt on the former president. Is that what actually was the reality here? Well, first let's hear Maria Bartiromo's take on it. And she's basically just responding to a Trump's Truth Social, which might as well double as their production document.
Former President Trump calling out President Biden after learning that his administration authorized the use of deadly force during the FBI's 2022 raid on Mar-a-Lago during the classified documents probe. According to this filing, the DOJ and the FBI agents plan to bring standard issue weapons, ammunition, handcuffs, and medium and large-sized bolt cutters. They were also instructed to wear unmarked polo or collared shirts and to, quote, keep law enforcement equipment concealed. Trump posted on Truth Social this: crooked Joe Biden's DOJ, in their illegal and unconstitutional raid of Mar-a-Lago, authorized the FBI to use deadly force. Now we know for sure that Joe Biden is a serious threat to democracy. He is mentally unfit to hold office. 25th Amendment, writes President Trump. The FBI says this is normal, though. In a statement, the FBI said this: the FBI followed standard protocol in this search, as we do for all search warrants, which includes a standard policy statement limiting the use of deadly force. No one ordered additional steps to be taken, and there was no departure from the norm in the matter. Jonathan, I got to get your take on this.
Okay, pause it for a sec. So, good, they gave that context there. Is that going to inform their response here to that context, that it's standard procedure by the FBI? Will their own reporter's statement, let's put up this tweet here, Bradley, before we hear the response. This is Jackie Heinrich, who, let's just scroll over her bio here. No, her handle. White House correspondent, okay, occasional anchor on Fox News, I apologize. But anybody, someone who's worked with Fox News, a person from... She works at Fox. Okay, yeah.
She is the White House correspondent for Fox News, but she fills in sometimes as an anchor on Fox.
Okay.
She is a full-on Fox employee.
Good. I'm glad I wasn't confusing my blonde ladies here. News. FBI searches at President Biden's home also included deadly force policy, and then in parentheses, which is standard. I love it. The rest is in all caps. But below, a person familiar with the Hur investigation confirms that the standard Department of Justice policy statement regarding the use of deadly force was also included in the operations order for the searches at President Biden's residences in Delaware. Now, we had a caller call in with a theory about Biden's support for Israel, saying maybe he's leading us into World War III because he's so depressed about his losses and his very horrible losses of family members in his life because he has a death wish. This was not a satirical call, but it was a very big-brained thought. And I appreciated the creativity of the caller and what they had to say. But if that's really the case, right, that Biden has a death wish, so he's issuing warrants, or his DOJ is, for the search of classified documents on Trump's and his own, just to take them both out. I mean, that is a really elaborate plot by Biden where I just feel like he could go a different direction.
I mean, this is the trouble for Trump is he was just arguing in court. Justice Sotomayor said, SCOTUS Justice Sotomayor said, if the president decides that his rival is a corrupt person and he orders the military to assassinate him, is that within his official acts which he can get immunity?
Oh, that's
and
good.
And the person said that could well be an official act. And he's like, you idiots, I'm not president right now. This is a liability to me.
That was the hypothetical. Okay, but anyway, so their own reporter acknowledging that this was in the warrant or the document for when they searched Biden's Delaware home, Will that stop this Fox guest from being absolutely hysterical about this? No.
Of deadly force. No one ordered additional steps to be taken, and there was no departure from the norm in the matter. Jonathan, I got to get your take on this as a prosecutor. Deadly force. Does that mean that Joe Biden was authorizing the FBI to if it came to that and he resisted arrest, it would be okay to kill Donald Trump?
That's what it seems, and I think
what does deadly force mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what it would mean. If you were in danger, you can use deadly force. What I find really surprising is the FBI saying they're using standard procedure. Well, this is a former president of the United States under Secret Service protection. Maybe you shouldn't use standard procedure. Maybe you go, if it was even necessary to get a warrant, you go there and you execute the warrant in the lightest way possible.
Lightest, yeah.
Okay.
The lightest and the whitest.
I love how the entire right-wing media apparatus has decided that, wow, maybe police don't need to use deadly force in all searches and occasions, and perhaps the over-militarization of our police force is a bit of a problem when it comes to Donald Trump. But that realization stops at one human being.
Look, they actually shot at me. People don't even say, but I dodged all the bullets like Keanu in Matrix.
No, it really is amazing that you guys are saying about the two-tiered justice of system, two-tiered system of justice idea that they run with a lot in this very similar vein of boy, imagine if you weren't just talking about one of the richest, most powerful people in the world, and how many people are subject to an actual two-tiered system of justice every day of their lives.
Breonna Taylor, not to be...
No, literally.
Not to be
actually, though,
bring this. It's a funny segment, but Breonna Taylor was a victim of the shoot first and in raid mentality. That is not just. I understand that the FBI is trained better than local police forces, but the militarization of all our police forces trickles down to local cops.
And Breonna Taylor's family members aren't on Fox News every single day talking about a two-tiered system of justice. That's actually Eric and Don Jr.
This guy's literally saying, maybe we should have two-tiered justice. He's the former president. Be lighter on this guy.
And honestly, if this were a real assassination plot, they did it pretty poorly because they deliberately did the raid at Mar-a-Lago when Trump was not at home.
Yeah.
So, gosh, the FBI is both after him and incompetent because they didn't even know where Trump was located when they were trying to take him out sniper style, apparently. I mean, give me a break here. But we'll see how much staying power this is. I will also say it's notable that I think they're trying to graft onto some of the conspiratorial thinking that you're seeing coming out of the aggrieved RFK Jr. campaign, which is that Biden won't give him Secret Service protection because he wants him to be taken out as well. So this is just, I think, it's a part of Trump's legal strategy to cry and cry and cry. But if the media continues to harp on this, that's just the kind of, I don't know, conspiracy thinking that they appreciate that their audience engages in because it primes them for, everybody is after us, and when they're after Trump, they're also after you too. That mentality.
Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.